Hi guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making pressure cooker pot roast. Alright, I'm starting out here with a large onion. I'm going to dice this up. And I'm using my seafood cutting mat, but I haven't used it for seafood yet. So I guess that's alright. And I have a large onion here. I don't know if I already said that. So I'm just going to dice this up real quick. Okay, I'm done dicing up my onions. Now I'm going to do 4 cloves of garlic here. And I'm just giving this stuff a rough chop, rough dice, because in a pressure cooker it's going to cook down to nothing anyway, so it doesn't have to be super fine. It's pretty much just for flavoring, because there isn't going to be anything left of the vegetables to speak of. So, okay, my 6-quart pressure cooker I had warming up here, I'm going to add some olive oil in, and I'm going to add in probably about 3 tablespoons. You can also use vegetable oil if you like. I'm going to give this a swirl. Now I have roughly a 4-pound rump roast here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in and brown it on all sides. Okay, now that I have my pot roast browned, I have roughly 2 cups of beef broth here. I'm going to add that in. And now I'm going to season this. I'm going to put the onion and the garlic in there. There's some peppercorn on my plate. I was filling my pepper shaker and some spilled over on there. Okay. Make sure it's up on high. I'm going to put in some kosher salt. You can also use regular salt. And I'm going to put in some black pepper. And this is just a taste. Alright. And if I can find it, I think I'm going to throw a bay leaf in there. If I can find it. If not, no big deal. There, I found it. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to seal this up. I'm going to bring this up to pressure, and then I'm going to turn it down real low, like almost down to low on the dial on the knob on the stove. And I'm going to let this pressure cook at low pressure for about an hour and a half until it's juicy and tender. Alright, I let my pot roast go for the hour and a half, and it's done. I took my pressure cooker off the heat, and I'm going to release the pressure manually here, so it's going to get a little noisy. Alright, my pressure's all released. Now I'm going to crack this open. I'm going to open this away from you so you don't get scalded. There you go. Let me get this out of here. It's trying to fall apart on me, which that's a good thing. Get up under it. And if you have a stovetop pressure cooker, it's better to go on a lower pressure for a little longer because your meat turns out better. And if you have an electric one, or you want to get an electric one, buy one with a low and high pressure and cook on low pressure. Okay, now all this good juice in here from the roast beef and that beef stock, I'm going to go ahead, I made a flour water slurry. I'm going to make a gravy. And I pre-sifted this flour water to get all the lumps out. And I turned my heat on. And I'm just adding enough in here till it's thickened some. Alright, that should be good. Now I have some potatoes over here I'm going to mash up for mashed potatoes. So while I'm doing that, I'll let my gravy cook here on medium heat to thicken up. Alright, I'm going to mash my potatoes up. And I know a lot of you know how to make potatoes, but I figured I'd throw this in here because I have to do it. And it helps make my video a little longer. And for those of you who don't know how to mash potatoes, you're going to learn something today. You could use an electric mixer, which most people do, but I like the texture with a hand beater or masher. So I went ahead and put some margarine in here with these, about a half a stick. It's not that good. And this is roughly about 3 pounds of potatoes. Okay, and I'm going to add some milk in here. And this is, I just eyeball this. Over the years of making them, got pretty good with that. Start that around. I'm going to need more milk in here, but I'm just getting started with that. Alright, and my gravy's thickening over there in my pressure cooker pot. And while I was cooking my potatoes, I wasn't paying attention and the water boiled over. Now the top of my stove is a mess, but I'll get that cleaned off of there sure enough. Okay. Make sure you get all the edges of the pot so we don't have no lumps in there. Okay, my potatoes are done. My gravy's done. And of course my roast beef is done. Let's go ahead and serve this up and see what we got. Alright, my mashed potatoes and gravy there. I made some peas, I put them on there, and my pot roast. So there you have it, pressure cooker pot roast. Give this a try. I think you'll like it, and until next time, I'll see ya.